Okay, I think a good way to think about starting the day is by generally being thankful, lighthearted, thankful, praise God. We had a beautiful weekend. We were in York, Pennsylvania Friday night. They caught two cars of Bible college students and with Pastor Larry, Pastor John Herb, Pastor Jay Estabrook, and the guys, great group. Really a joy to be together, break bread, anticipating convention. Then Saturday we drove down to Richmond, two cars, did outreach, really enjoyed it. Fantastic place, really good place. Great time. I have a short word here from King Uzziah, 2 Chronicles 26. We read that he started as a young 16 years old, and he began to reign, verse 3, 2 Chronicles 26:3, began to reign 52 years in Jerusalem, his mother's name, and then he did what was right in the sight of the Lord, according to all that his father Amaziah did, and he sought God. So King Uzziah is a good king, and he sought God. He also did various things. He also had a big army. He strengthened himself. He built towers in Jerusalem. It looks like he had a good following. He had a big army. He prepared, verse 14. And then, this is the key. But when he was strong, his heart was lifted up to his destruction. And that's the verse I want to share today. But when he was strong, his heart was lifted up to his destruction. So what happened to him? Successful people sometimes are destroyed by their success. People that get favor, people that become popular, people maybe that succeed, maybe in their career, their business, their work, maybe money, popularity, reputation. In any case, this king, who was a good king, when he was strong, his heart was lifted up. I have one short word. I have a book called I Told Me So, and it's about self-deception and the Christian life. There are leaders that we deceive ourselves. There are people that become the leaders of nonprofits and churches and different organizations, and then they deceive themselves. We deceive ourselves. So I've read half of the book. I like it. I'll quote one part. Often the motivation for rationalization, though, is quite different. In recent decades, psychologists have argued convincingly that more often than we think, we are guided not by reasons, but by affect, by emotion, and gut instinct. Interestingly, though, we tend to resist this explanation of our own beliefs and decisions. We prefer to think of ourselves as having conscious reasons for what we believe and what we do. Let me repeat it, and we'll finish. Many times we're motivated not by reason, but by affect, by emotion, by gut instinct. King Uzziah was strong, and he knew he shouldn't do this, but he transgressed against the Lord, went into the temple of the Lord to burn incense, which he was not allowed to do because he was not a priest. And Azariah, the priest, went in after him, and with him 80 priests of the Lord, and they withstood Uzziah the king and said, "It's not right for you to do this." And he was angry. Then Uzziah was angry, had a censer in his hand to burn. While he was angry with the priest, the leprosy rose up in his forehead before the priests in the house of the Lord. I don't want to say too much about that, except the leprosy came in the forehead, which in my mind represents my mind being affected by my sin. That while he was in the temple, this happened, and he was driven out, and he was leprous to the end of his life. They thrust him out from thence. Himself hasted also to go out, so he hurried out, because the Lord had smitten him. And the king Uzziah was a leper unto the day of his death, and dwelt in a separate house, being a leper, cut off from the house of the Lord. So, a good lesson. I am successful. I become proud. I live not by reason and by the teaching, but by my own instinct, my own feelings. I have my own ideas. I'm in error, and I'm corrected. So that's the devotion for today. God bless you.